Hello, my wonderful spirit guides. Today I'm going to be reacting to Austra, Future Politics. And this was requested by John BB on, or just Beeb. I always say BB, but it might be Beeb. Let me know. But yeah, requested by John on Patreon. I'm very much looking forward to it because I have already heard 2 songs by Austra that John requested in the song request videos that I do for Patreon. Oh, also, if this does go to YouTube, then yes, if you'd like to become a patron, please do. All the links for that will be in the description below. Instagram, follow me on Instagram. You'll see lots of content over there that obviously I don't post on YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe. It really helps grow the channel. All of it really, really, really helps me out. So yeah, if you enjoy this, then do your thing. And I know it's going to have a bit of like a dark wavy kind of feeling. Well, I imagined so after hearing the other 2 Austra songs, but I don't know, there could be different too. Could be some different ones, different genres as well. Yeah, so they are like dance, electronic, dark wave, synth pop, new wave, electronica by the looks of it. So yeah, let's get into it. I'm excited. Okay, first song is called We Were Alive, sorry. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Oh yeah, I forgot to show off the makeup. Obviously, you can see it, but I mean, it's a very sepia, vintage gothic look today that I was going for. Because I've been so Barbie all week that I wanted to, you know, have a bit of a contrast. And yeah, I think it looks kind of cool. Yeah, I kind of love it. But this lipstick does always make my tongue look really pink. It's just that muted colour makes like other colours pop out, I guess. But anyway, let's get into it. We Were Alive, sorry. Let's do it. Is that crackly sound part of the song? Hope it's not my headphones. Okay. I love it. She sounds so good. She has a very effortless voice, yeah. Ooh, that note. Ooh, snare. She sounds a little bit like Florence and the Machine. Ooh, the way that hits is crazy. It's got a little bit crusher on it as well. It sounds compressed, but still like, oh, I don't know. I'm just interested by it. Wow. Okay, little orchestra moment. Ooh, the double vocal. It's really quite beautiful. Oh yeah, and then you're just left with that. That is so cool. That's one of those ones where it probably didn't look like I was overreacting in a lot of way because, well, it didn't entice that. It was a very, like, it was progressive, very progressive. There were new bits were being introduced. It got bigger and bigger, more orchestral, more, you know, grand, I suppose. But it was still just so, it's relaxing in a lot of ways too, just so dreamy, especially with those dreamy synths that are like, ooh, you know what I mean? And then the strings coming in. I literally felt my eyes close, like just naturally, as I wanted to just like watch it happen. I wanted to see it develop and like live inside of it, the atmosphere of it. Beautiful placements of all the instruments, like that drum's very like at the forefront, but it feels like it's over here, right? And then the voice feels like it's like here, but a bit, you know, closer. And then you got like the wishy-washy synths, like kind of like glowing around here. Then you get the orchestral moments, and they sound like they're up here. Like there's the dimensions of them are fantastic, wonderfully placed, wonderfully, you know, panned out. Didn't follow the lyrics fully because obviously it's the first song. I'm just trying to get used to it all. But I want to have a look at what the artist has said about the song. Actually, it says here, in an interview with Nylon.com, vocalist Katie Stelmanis had the following to say. I was really inspired by Massive Attack while writing this song, especially the song Unfinished Sympathy, with a vocal melody that to me sounds almost improvised. I tend to be very formulaic with my songwriting and pattern-oriented. With this track, I wanted to just sing without any concern for that, so it would feel more like a free flow. The whole track is only 2 chords, except for the bridge, which is also unusual for me, and I think that makes it feel more like a conversation or a story than a pop song. Oh, very cool. And I literally said, like, oh my gosh, her vocals are so effortless, because that's how they felt, and I guess that's how she intended it. And of course, when I say effortless, everyone can mean it a little bit differently. For me, it feels like she's got a full tank, right, at all times, but she can let out and control how much gets let out at any given moment. But if she loses that control a little bit, she could empty a whole tank and probably do really long notes. She could probably do it like Florence can. You know, you could feel like she's holding back. She's got the control, but you know that she can release it anytime she wants. But it doesn't sound controlled in a sense where it feels like she's really thinking about it. It feels effortlessly controlled. It just feels like she has a free-flowing voice. And yeah, that's very cool. So this one, she's saying, had a different kind of thing to what she would usually do. So I'm interested to see what the other songs sound like now. I felt like that was a really good introduction to her voice and like what she's all about. So I'm not going to look into the lyrics, I don't think, but I just want to carry on because I want to hear more now. Okay, next song is Future Politics, so title track. Oh!
Maybe I'm alone, but I know.
Ooh!
I'm never coming back here. There's only one way, future politics.
That's cool!
Never coming back here.
Ooh, yeah!
Politics.
It feels so like 80s. Bit like Susie Sue, you know? Got a little bit of gothic in there. Well, it's a dark wave, I suppose.
I look ahead and I think about it.
Ooh, what? This is actually so good. Wait.
Still a hole somebody needs to feel.
Oh my god, that kick is intense.
I don't want to hear that it's all my fault. The system won't help you when your money runs out.
True.
I'm never coming back here. There's only one way, future politics. I'm never coming back here. There's only one way, future politics.
Wow. Oh my god, I love the way this hits so hard.
Rest assured, when I find it, I take.
That feels like a crocodile's back. Bum, 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 bum.
I'm not a coward like them. Will I got my money?
Oh my god, her voice. sounds, so many like unique fun sounds. Oh. Ooh. Wow, the soundscape.
There's only one way, future politics. Future politics.
And it really does feel like it's all marching in one direction. There's only one way.
There's only one way, future politics. I'm never coming back. There's only one way, future politics. Future politics.
I love that, the sampling of the vocal. Oh my god, it's so intricate.
Future politics.
I don't want it to end. I don't want it to.
Future politics.
I mean, it had to end, but I didn't want it to end. That was so good. And yeah, totally different from the first one. I still feel like the first one was a brilliant introduction. It's like letting you in gently but then you just get thrust into like the chaos of future politics. Each sound was so unique in the sense that like, it was so purposely like, it's like each sound was really thought about, I feel like, anyway, especially that bit at the end with the sampling vocals and it go tick 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 wow wow. It would like blend into the synths. Oh my god, it was so good. And just that forward marching feeling of and the words, interesting. Future politics. I wanna know a little bit about that now. It says future politics manages to resonate strong feelings towards the political standpoint in the world at the moment and certainly makes for a catchy yet important song. Yeah, when did this come out? 2016. Okay, interesting. That kind of makes sense, though. It does make sense. She has said, I wrote this immediately after I read something called the Accelerate Manifesto, which basically states that technology will have the power to free us from capitalism if it is allowed to develop freely and is not hindered by finance or copyright. It will eliminate the need for labour and scarcity, creating a post-work communist paradise as a response to the return to small-scale acts of resistance and organisation and a call to embrace globalisation and not be deterred from its complexities. Wow, that's a lot of big words there. Just when she says if the technology is allowed to develop freely, I just kind of imagine like AI is going off the bloody handle. Don't know if that is such a good thing. I'm not the most political, though I do listen to a lot of politics now and then. But I'm not, I wouldn't say I'm a very political person. However, just by seeing my videos, you probably know what my beliefs are when it comes to politics. And a lot of it is just, mainly it's all about equality. So yeah, I'm not too sure on all this, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe you could explain it to me. Because I'm like, I don't know. I don't quite know what it means. Accelerate Manifesto. Maybe I just have a look at what that is. It might help me. Okay, accelerationism is a range of Marxist ideas in critical theory and reactionary ideas in the right-wing ideology that call for the drastic intensification of capitalist growth, technological change, infrastructure sabotage, and other processes of social change to destabilise existing systems and create radical social transformations, otherwise referred to as acceleration. It has been regarded as an ideological spectrum divided into mutually contradictory left-wing and right-wing variants, both of which support the indefinite intensification of capitalism and its structures, as well as the conditions for a technological singularity, a hypothetical point in time where technological growth becomes uncontrollable and irreversible. Okay, yeah, so it really is about just like how it might all take over technology, something like that. And I guess Katie is saying to embrace that. Yeah, she says it will create a post-work communist paradise. Okay, so yeah, thinking about it with that, I was missing out that little bit. Saying like how if AI or, technology can do all the work for us, then we might live in some sort of communist paradise where, you won't have to work. Post-work, you won't need to work anymore. That's interesting, because it could go that way, but it could go a very bad way. It's one of those things where it's difficult, because I'm not a huge fan of the whole AI technology sort of thing. I love technology, obviously. That's how I can film this video right now. It's how I can listen to this music right now. But I don't love how I don't love the idea of technology being commanded to do certain things by humans, you know? Like, what was it? There was that drone recently that was programmed to, you know, try and kill a certain target. When the commander told it to stop going for those targets, it turned onto the commander, because the drone was just trying to do what it was programmed to do. It doesn't have understanding of like context or emotions or like human logic. You know, it's just been programmed to kill, so it will try and kill anything in its path. You know, there's still a long way to go with it. I think if you could perfect it, great, but to think of AI just continuously developing, it could really screw things up a little bit. But yeah, that's a very interesting song to sing about. I wonder if there'll be more political stuff on here, because I'm kind of interested, and it kind of makes sense. My mum loved, well, she still loves Susie and the Banshees, and this reminded me of that kind of gothic-y, dark, like I said, dark wave sound for sure. And of course, Susie and the Banshees was like around the in the time of punk, and she did a lot of punk herself. Very political time with a lot of political music. So yeah, I wonder if there'll be some more political stuff here. I'm actually really interested to see if there is, because I like learning, and I don't know, I do just kind of like it. So yeah, let's see. Right, next one is called Utopia. In some way, that does sound like it could be kind of political, because Utopia, of course, is like a world of, well, just the best, right? That is the peace on earth. Utopia is meant to be the best place that you can imagine, and it is just heaven. Utopia's heaven, really. So let's go for it. Oh my god, she has to hit it like that, doesn't she? Ooh. I like the little harmony underneath there as well. Oh. Wow. 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 It's crazy how in the chorus she does sound lifted, like she's almost above us. Wow. Oh, that's nice. Oh. Ooh. I love how that vocal is dry. Ah, and then totally reverb. That's cool. Oh, that's so cool. Another really, really like, that one felt like a blend of the first one and the second one. I felt, for sure, like a little bit more low key than the second one, but a little bit high key, I guess the word would be, for the first one. Very cool. I want to look into that one as well. I'll just see what she said about it. She says, in the past few years, my hometown of Toronto has become infested with literally hundreds of bland glass condos. The city is becoming sterile, with cultural hubs being destroyed daily because of their geographical potential to become a lucrative development. Utopia is about feeling like a stranger in your own city that so few people seem to notice is disappearing, and also about hoping for a shift in the mentality of its residents that could prevent the complete bland takeover. Oh, I love that. Yes, she's someone that just really cares about that, and I care about that too. I really do. Like, I live in a little seaside town. Whenever we get like a chain come and, you know, take over one of the shops, I never feel right about it. I always feel like, oh, damn it. Because, you know, the appeal of old towns and seaside towns or country towns or country villages is that that's all very like home run businesses and, you know, cute little places that you'd never get anywhere else. It gives it that little bit of, it's a gem, you know? It's rare and it's a gem, and it makes you feel cool because you know no one else goes to that spot. And like, yeah, like she's saying in Toronto, I've been to Vancouver. I can't speak for Toronto, but in Vancouver, whoa, that's a crazy city. That's a really crazy city because like 1 minute you'd be driving down a street and it'll be all like these completely Art Deco type buildings. And then you'll turn another street and then like all the buildings are short, like they're not like skyscrapers. And there's thousands of like natives on the streets, which is just heartbreaking. Like just thousands of homeless people that literally, it's their land. You know what I mean? And it's their fucking land and they're homeless in it.
Yeah, just wanted to add that they're actually not really called natives anymore. People don't use that term. That I put it in the second little screenshot, but I thought I'd say it as well, just in case you didn't read it. Just trying to cover my back here. Because, yeah, obviously I didn't mean any offence by it, but I wanted to check if that was an okay word to use. Found out it wasn't the best one. I was like, oh, okay. So, yeah, just adding that in now.
It's crazy. But also, but then you turn another corner, it would be like, oh, like this sleek, like, well, actually, especially in like Seattle, the amount, when I went to Seattle, it was like the skyscrapers, everything looked so polished. And, you know, but the reason I brought up Vancouver is because, like I said, you would get the skyscrapers and that kind of Art Deco, whatever. And then you would turn a corner and it would be like, yeah, sad. And then you turn another corner, it would be like these kind of old looking buildings, actually, kind of old and rustic. And that was just fantastic. It looked so gorgeous. Yeah, obviously I can't speak for Toronto, but it's everywhere you go, really, isn't it? That's why, like, you know, when you go to London, you'll definitely see skyscrapers, but you will also see so much old, like, historical buildings that just stay there. And like even in the pubs, we went to a pub near London Bridge, and like it still had like the underground like tunnels and stuff, but there were tables in them, so you could have a drink inside them, and you could look up and you could see like the grates, you know, everyone's on the pavement, like that old fashionedness. If all that went away and it was just glass buildings, I'd be absolutely devastated. And it happens every day, everywhere you go. So I hear what she's saying. And I guess, you know, in some ways she feels like she's looking around and no one seems to care, but she does care about it. So that's why she's written a song about it. But I want to say I care about that too, for sure. And I think after hearing this, I'll notice it a little bit more too. Yeah, awesome. Okay, next one is called I'm a Monster. Okay. Wow, that's pretty. Ooh. She can sing so high. She's like an angel. Ooh. Wow. Wow. I like where this is going. Whew. Oh my god, that reverb, the way it's carrying her voice. Whew. Ooh, that's cool. Wow. Oh my gosh. That is really nice. I knew I liked where this was going. Oh my god, just take me. I feel like I'm traveling off with it. Oh, that's the end, okay. Open my eyes, like, oh. Like I was just in, like, under hypnosis. You know those moments where you do just close your eyes and you're just like, oh my god, like, and then you do come out of it and you're like, what? Do you get those? Because this is the type of music to get that with. John, surely you get this. Oh my gosh. Okay. Wow. 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 I knew I loved where that was going. From the start, it was beautiful with the high tones. The way she sang like an angel. Are you kidding me? And then, like, as it got into it, it was so subtle. And it grew again, it progressed. So cool. She says, I'm a monster, I'm on fire, I'm blooming, baby. Why don't you care for me anymore? Just like the morning when you're gone, I've been believing that you'll carry me away. But I don't see no horse and no carriage. There must be more to life than this. Am I a fool to believe that maybe if I could shift these parts around by catalysis, or brawn, I'd get something back. Keep me high, keep me thin, carry on, keep it in, but I don't feel nothing anymore. I tried to keep my head on straight, but I don't feel nothing anymore. Oh my god. Okay, so it kind of feels like, you know, she's saying, I'm a monster, I'm on fire, I'm blooming. Like the fire is blooming, it's getting out of control. And then she says, why don't you care for me anymore? She talked about like a specific person. You know, just like the morning when you're gone, I've been believing that you'll carry me away. It's like in the morning, once this person's gone, she feels alone, but she was hoping that they would carry her away from her darkness. But this could also be metaphoric for something completely different. It could just be depression in general, you know. You feel a lot of self-hatred when you feel depression. I'm a monster, I'm on fire, you know, maybe a lot of anger, a lot of stress, a lot of pain, you know. I guess I'm relating this to myself too much here, but yeah, you know, why don't you care for me anymore? Just like the morning when you're gone, like, oh, I've lost my train of thought. Just like the morning when you're gone. Oh God, what? Oh, I've forgotten it. I've completely forgot my train of thought. It doesn't matter. I've been believing that you'll carry me away, but I don't see no horse and no carriage. I guess that's also like some sort of like thing about toxic masculinity, like the horse and carriage, someone like a man who can sweep you off your feet and carry you away from your pain. She's like realizing that that's not true. That's not something that happens in the real world. And once she's come to realize that that doesn't happen for her, she just doesn't feel anymore. She doesn't believe in it anymore. She doesn't believe in the romance or love anymore, because she realizes it doesn't actually take anything away. You can't rely on someone to save you. I don't know. It's interesting. There's a lot to it that I want to understand. So I might have a little look, see if anything is said. Hope so, because I really want to understand this one. Because I feel like there's something there. Oh God, yes, yes, yes! Woo, woo, woo! She said this song is about depression and about feeling totally dead inside. It describes what I tend to see as a dangerous place to be, a place of being unable to feel anything at all. Yes, okay, I mean, it was obvious when she says I don't feel anything anymore, but, you know, with that little bit at the start, I was, like, thinking, is she talking about a guy and, like, doesn't want to feel love anymore? But I brought up depression and stress and anger and how I'm feeling at the moment, and that's how the song spoke to me, and that is actually how the song was meant to be intended. So, I'm so happy I got that, even if I did lose my train of thought. I think I lost my confidence is what it was. Like, I was thinking one thing and then lost my confidence in it. But now I've got it back, so yay! Wonderful! Okay, yeah, and actually it makes a lot of sense how the song was like subtle, really, more than the others. It had a more of like it progressed, and it was never too ferocious or like out there. It was this very plodding along feeling that developed, but it all felt kind of dark, didn't it? I feel like that was actually really cool. I love that one a lot. I've loved them all so far, but that one was... I like the second one a lot for its own thing, and I like this one a lot in its own thing as well. This, I don't know, just two fantastic songs that I love, and the other two I really like. So yeah, let's keep it going. Okay, so now we have I Love You More Than You Love Yourself. Let's go. Interesting title. Let's see. Wow. It's going well so far. I think she is talking about me. Interesting. That's cool. Whoa! That's cool! Whoa!
Still feels good and it's been so long.
That's so cool. It's like a dark paradise. Wow, that's cool. It's clever.
There's nothing in your soul tonight. And there's nothing in your soul tonight.
Wow.
Too past our deep grows. Shakes up.
Ooh, the EQ. That's so cool. Okay, yeah, that was a really powerful one as well. Just made so much sense. There's nothing in your soul tonight. I only see darkness. Oh, whoops. I think I pulled that a little too hard. Yeah, so there is nothing in your soul tonight. I only see darkness. And there is nothing in your soul tonight. I only see darkness. Well, that's just what it says. You know what I mean? It is what it is. The past, how thick it grows, shakes up what you didn't know. So yeah, basically how trauma from your past can like suddenly rise up one day and you're like, huh? You know, sometimes it happens gradually. Sometimes it doesn't happen at all. And sometimes it hits you with a big wallop. And that shakes everything up. When it hits you, it shakes everything up for sure. Proceeding, try a little bit harder, baby. You're indifferent. You know, saying proceeding into life now that this has happened, just try a little bit harder. You may be just saying, try a little bit harder to stay here and see the bright side, see that things could be changed. But then she says, you're indifferent. You're a stranger to what makes you feel good. So basically, you don't know you know, what makes you feel good anymore. Maybe the same things that you did think you did used to enjoy, you don't anymore. You're a stranger to it now. And then, of course, I love you more than you love yourself. On top of it, pulling out the nails in a moment of calm still feels good, but it's been so long. It's like pulling out the nails, so like relieving some stress or getting something off your chest, I'm guessing. You know, it can help you feel calm, but it's been so long that you felt that way that it's not something that will stick around long. Okay, if I talk from personal experience, I find that because I've been depressed for such a long time now, that when I do something enjoyable, it's not long lasting, it's very short-lived. But, you know, you need as many short-lived moments as you can get, for sure, because yeah, it just has been so long. I think, you know, true happiness has to develop over time. Consistency helps. Yeah, that's what I got from it anyway. But then, yeah, she goes on to say the same things, and yeah, just a very emotional song, really, and yeah, beautiful. But anyway, let's carry on. We now have Angel in Your Eye. Oh, I like the sound of that. She's got really cool song titles. Let's go for it. I love the way that feels. Oh. That is nice.
You took all my dignity, replaced it with a hand, and drove me with order, and I was shooting by my tears warm. Delusion is persuasion, tenderizing me to serve.
Lyrics.
I need it.
Wow. Dissonant. Sounds a little detuned, you know, a little off.
Incandescent as it shows.
This one's kind of moody, a little bit insane, unstable. Oh. Holy. I love that one. I loved it. That might be another fave. Oh my God, I do love them all though. It's really hard. But no, that one caught me like in a way that I was like, yeah, I love that. Oh, I love the way that feels. So yeah, I want to read through this. I'm a chemical reaction and my elements are aligned. Baby, if I hadn't known you, then I couldn't have started the fire. I couldn't even start the fire. Okay. So this person also is like another chemical in a way, and they have bonded and it's created a fire. So, you know, that could be a great thing or a bad thing, I guess. Yeah, it depends. You're still scaling the walls, looking for a way in. Wrap me up inside you, warbling soft words, wandering eye. Interesting. So it feels like someone trying to pursue her, and warbling soft words could be something like saying sweet nothings, you know what I mean? It says wandering eye at the end as well. Maybe wandering eye, as you're saying warbling soft words, sounds like saying sweet nothings. But without that eye contact, it doesn't feel very real. You know what I mean? It's got something to it. But then she says, I need it, as if to be like she's addicted to this person or something. But it could be something completely different, you know? It could be a drug even. It could be, I don't know. But she says, a bag of flesh is a magnet, a scent, a sound corrupt. You took all my dignity, replaced it with a hand. Handle me with ardour and I'll shudder, but my chills are warm. Delusion is persuasion, tenderizing me inside. Oh, it kind of feels like it could be about a drug. I don't know why, it just does. I could be crazy, but, you know, the fever grows, incandescent does it show. Oh my, okay, let's see. She said, this is my favourite song on the record. Oh, I'm glad she said that because I absolutely loved it as well. And she made it, but, you know, so it's even cooler that it's her favourite. I wrote it really quickly, probably within an hour or two. It's really different from most Austra songs, and I spent a lot of time working on the vocals to try to get a really relaxed delivery. I especially love the end of the song. There's a long, slow build-up of tension that breaks with this single, barely there falsetto note that feels really raw and very vulnerable. Oh, absolutely. Nothing said about the lyrics, but I'm going to just go with what I said. It feels like it could be about a drug, and everyone knows that love is a drug, you know, in some ways. So it could be about either or whatever, but I get the point. Very good. All right, next song is called Freepower. What are these sounds? It's like frog croaks. Oh! Okay, we've got a banger. We've got a banger. Me and my cheesy dance moves that I just suddenly come out with now and then. Oh, if only it were true. Damn! She had me there for a minute. Talking about being a monster again. Wow. I really want to hear her just do like a really long vocal at some point. I know she can do it. Wow, sorry, but this album is just like banger after banger. Together we are drastic in our voyage to proceed. Oh, that was cool. Trippy. hypnotic. Do you know what's interesting? I could see like a, I'll say in a minute. Whoa. Yes, take me off. Take me away. Ooh, gosh, that's cool. Oh, fucking hell. It's so good. It's so nice. It's just crazy. Like, oh, God. Yeah, I wanted to say before I forget, I saw like a really like interesting. It's hard to explain. Well, I guess it's not that hard to explain. But okay, imagine like a very like royal palace looking mirror, like a big mirror on a wall, and it has like all like the old kind of like a cursive frame. I don't even know what you'd call it. Where it's all like spindly and spirally and golden. Well, I saw that, like a huge mirror that goes to the floor, but I could see it as a vortex. So there was that mirror and there was one opposite it, making it look like there's like hundreds of mirrors. And I could see like a woman, I don't even know what this lady looks like, but I could see like her moving in and out of it as a kind of kaleidoscoping in a way. That was really cool. That was really cool. I loved that. She says, I think I was trying to go for a new age style production here. I don't really remember what inspired it specifically. I do remember that the outro was really fun to write and record. It's kind of the only true band moment on the record, with Maya and Dorian having both written it for it. It's like a psychedelic terrestrial breakdown that washes into a wall of sound. Oh, yeah. And, you know, at the end, especially that kind of like way it felt like it was ascending in this weird kind of way. And it was totally psychedelic and trippy. Like that vocal she did and the delay of it. Oh, that was so cool. Yeah. Oh, love it. Loving this. And I, just in case you did want to know as well, the overarching colour of the album is definitely purples and blues. I think this type of music will always give me that. It's just the way the synths are. You know what I mean? The vocals are very white, you know, white vocal, like tubular, very like rounded edges, but like they have like, you know, depending on the reverb as well, it'll have like, so imagine like this big glow worm, like a big glowing worm, but digital, and it's white like this at the top, and then you might get like fainter glowing worms like etching off of it when there's a lot of reverb. But the solidity, the solidness of her voice is like the thick bit, and then all the other bits around it are the, you know, trepids or whatever you want to call it, like shadows or reflections. I don't know what you want to call it, but yeah, but the overarching colours are very, very blue and purple, and drums, like they're black and white, very much so black and white within this. You'll get an odd sound that will come in that will have a different colour, but I can't remember what they all are now. But sometimes when you get something that is like a colour theme, it doesn't really like change from the theme that much because of the fact that like the themes are similar within the electronic sound. Then yeah, you're not going to get a lot of colour changes. Well, not for me anyway. I also found out the other day that a lot of people with synesthesia, when they're depressed, can like lose a bit of their synesthesia sort of things. And I've noticed recently, and I hate to admit it, but like the colours of music haven't been as prominent. So I do try and tap into it as much as I can and talk about it here and there, because, well, what a horrible thing to lose. It's something that you feel is quite special about you, and like how, I mean, it'll never go away. Like if I hear a noise, I can see a colour, you know, but sometimes they're not always as prominent as it used to be, and that hurts. But that's why it's so fun to do these videos, because it allows me to tap into it and allow it to be. And then when I can talk about it, it brings it to life again. So that's pretty cool. That's why I bring it up sometimes recently. But yeah, anyway, moving on. we now have Gaia. Let's go.
The physical world
Oof.
is the only world.
Colours are a little different here, to be fair. Wait, sorry, before we proceed. Not only this song, there was one other song. I think it was the one that was literally before the last song. Angel in Your Eye, maybe? It had like the one that was like, had little dissonant moments. That one also was different colours to the usual purple and blue. Sorry, just did want to say. This one has a bit of like a burnt orange and a slight bit of pink in it, actually. So yeah, let's keep going. Oh, when I think about it. The album colour has that kind of orange. Not pink, but it has the orange.
If you kill the ground you walk on, nobody will take you anyway.
Yeah.
Will you meet me in the sun?
That's beautiful. Isn't Gaia like Mother Earth? Let me have a look. Greek mythology is the personification of the earth. I love that. Ooh. Oh.
The physical world is the only world.
Oh.
If you kill the ground you walk on.
That's so cool. That synth. Not go.
Will you meet me in the sun?
The harmony. I love that. Ooh, so many closed eye moments in this reaction. I know I close my eyes when I listen to music anyway, but like this one is like forcing it. Literally, I feel like my eyes are being forced shut because I have to like be in it, you know? It's so nice. It's so nice. I love it. It's so just like relaxing. Even if the ones that hit hard, it feels relaxing. It feels so out of this world, I guess. Yeah, it does have an out of this world kind of feeling to it. But that's beautiful. The physical world is the only world. If you kill the ground you walk on, nobody will take you anyway. Yeah, well, fuck yeah. Will you meet me in the sand? Will you meet me underwater? And do the damage before you get an offer. It's kind of like, you know, you better look after this world before you die because there might not even be a world to be buried in or, you know, a place to be. You can't go back to the earth. You won't be able to go home. It says you cannot go home. If there's no physical world, there's nothing, you know. You're fucked really, because all our souls need a vessel. And I don't know, let's have a look. She says, I suppose Gaia is my love song for the environment, of course. I wrote it while reading about this religion called New Pantheism, which believes that there is no divine God or any other world other than the world one we inhabit. And to disregard the natural world in favour of an imaginary one does great disservice to the miraculous environment we are lucky enough to inhabit. Oh, hell yeah. I align with that massively. Totally align with it. Oh my gosh. I know. It's crazy, actually. It's difficult. I just align with it because we literally do. If you think about it, through nature, that is our utopia. You know, being in the woods, being on a beach with like no people around, that is just heaven. It's a beautiful place to be where nature is just naturally a total like mood lifter, mood calmer. You know, it's euphoria in lots of ways too. It does so much and we treat it like shit. I was literally saying that to my partner the other day. I was literally being like, humans, not every human, but a lot of humans think that we are this almighty gods of earth. But, you know, really, I just think we're so parasitical. Why do I try and say words that I've never said? Parasitical. Whatever. I said that we were parasites is what I said. Didn't use any ickles or sitios or what. No, I just said we are parasites on this earth. And I am, you know, it's not a new theory here, okay? But, you know, it's something I believe, like, we literally consume, we mate, we build over and over and over and over again and multiply and destroy, you know. And what do parasites do? Exactly that. Exactly that. And that's just what we are to this earth, you know. Think about lockdown and how nature just absolutely thrived without us. This world doesn't need us. We need this world, and that's a fact. So yeah, I couldn't align more with the song. Couldn't align more. Anyway, next one is called Beyond a Mortal. Oh, it's interesting. Whoa. Okay. Oh. Oh. Oh, I love that muted, muffled sound. Oh, that's so nice. Wow. That's a very muted little purple, soft colour. It's like transparent purple, dull purple on a black background, and it's like... That's so good. This is my favourite. This is so me though, there's feeling. Feels like we're in a submarine. And a submarine is like the windows are like orange light coming out of it. Oh my god, this is fantastic. Oh my god. Getting deeper. Yes. Okay. I saw so much in this one. I see so much. Sorry, it's not finished. In that moment with the bass, I saw like a monarch butterfly, so like the orange ones, literally sitting on the strings of the fretboard of the bass, and it was like stretching, like the image was stretching. I don't know, but that was so cool. Oof. That's that orange coming through again. Oh, fucking hell. amazing? Oh, that is amazing. Beyond a mortal. There was just so much like visceral moments in that one. And that's another thing. Like some songs can make you see visuals way more than others. And I think because that puts you in such a trance state, it is hypnotic. You know what I mean? So you can like fall into a trance state on your own just by listening. And of course, your imagination can go wild. It's meditative. And do you know what I was thinking? I was thinking, oh my gosh, like I wish I could have headphones on while I was swimming. That would be so cool. Like, do they have like waterproof earphones? Because like, I think that would be kind of impossible, wouldn't it? Like to keep on your ears and whatever. I don't know. But even so, just like imagine swimming, listening to that. You might forget to come back up, to be honest. You'll be so in the zone that you'll just like get carried away. But it is so beautiful and like so many of the colours. Like I said, at the start, it was like this muted dark purple and it carried on throughout. But it was like, you know, imagine like a ball, but it's like kind of like globular. Well, it's a circle, but it could join to another ball and it would make like this shape, like, you know, like that, like the shape of like a bicycle chain, but like soft, you know, like a soft globular look, I guess. But wow, yeah, that was happening. But then you got that like boom, 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 like whatever those sounds were. I can't, obviously that's not a very good description, but like, you know, the part where I said it looked like a submarine emitting like orange lights out of like the circle windows. It really looked like this real like orangey, like this, but like darker, deeper, you know, deeper but bright, you know, vibrant. And then, oh my God, it was just so much. And then I had the butterfly imagery, which was nothing to do with water. That was interesting. And I had another butterfly imagery as well. When she was singing, her voice in that was just, it's the reverb that carried it in that like really angelic, underwaterish way, you know, like, oh my gosh. And just the way she sang it. I don't mean the reverb was why she sounded beautiful. No, the reverb carried the beauty of her voice. But yeah, there was a bit where, I saw like, it's like these little mushrooms, but they weren't mushrooms, I came to realise. But it was so quick, this image, it went burst and like blue butterflies kind of came out in like a dark, very dark background. But then I realised as it happened again with her vocal, it was like sea anemone things, you know, like, it looked like a tulip, like an underwater tulip. Just like that, or lily shape, more of a lily shape, you know how it kind of goes and curves outwards, curves out from the inside, but it was like sea anemone thing, you know, like coral things, and it was like blue luminous veins on it. I'm pretty sure there is something that looks like that underwater, but it was blue luminous veins, and that's what I realised the butterflies had come out of. Wow. I can't wait to hear that again. I really wish I could swim and listen to that. Maybe I'll just have to go and look at the sea and listen to it instead. Wow, I don't know. That was special. Maybe I need to watch like some footage of underwater stuff and listen to it and just get in the zone and be like, yes. Just to enhance it all. I don't know. Oh, wow. Okay, that is like my favourite, I think. And I love so many of them, but that one might be like a favourite. Just the way it made me feel. Oh, beyond euphoric. And like, I'll take any moment where I could feel that, you know, so that was special. But okay, anyway. Oh yeah, maybe I should have a little look at what she said about it, seeing as I loved it so much. When I set out to make this album, I had this idea that I wanted to make background music. I feel like most of what I've made in the past tends to be quite aggressive in terms of what it demands from the listener, and I wanted to make something that would simply just colour a room rather than demand any other sort of attention. This was the song I wrote that I think succeeded in this goal. I recorded the vocals probably around 100 times trying to get to the right whispery effect, which is probably very easy for a lot of people, but for me, really unnatural. Yeah, I totally get that. She did it. Well, it was perfect, wasn't it? It really was perfect. So she did it. But I totally hear where she's coming from. She's someone that is used to being able to kind of she's got a strong mix voice, hasn't she? So she's able to project it out a lot. But when it comes to the like, you use a lot more air, and it's not as thin. When you're going you can like, it's thinner. But when you go it's way less thin. So air comes out more, and it can be hard to carry the note for a long amount of time or be able to control it. But she did it perfectly. I get the recording the vocal about 100 times. I understand that very much so. It could be like that. But then she also said part of the reason I wanted to record the vocals myself was so I could have the flexibility of experimenting with different singing techniques, which would be too stressful in an expensive studio environment. Oh yeah, or the pressure. Yeah, and the amount of time. Oh yeah. And I know she was saying it has like that background music effect, which I agree. You could easily listen to that in the background, but I find it actually quite immersive within the mind, you know. More immersive than some of the other songs, even though they're all have been immersive. So, okay, I need to move on from this damn song. Okay, we now have Deep Thought. I'm loving all her song titles. Like, they get me wondering. Oh, it's an instrumental. It's only a minute long. Ooh, detuned moments again. I'll let it run into 43. The last song. That's crazy. I feel like I flew through this. Wow. So textured. You can like feel it, you know? You can almost feel like the bumps, you know? Wow. Yeah, that's textured. I know I said I'd let it run in, but that hits hard. But no. But like, I just wanted to like, that is a textured feeling. You can almost feel the fingers running along the strings, like that bumpy sensation you get. Like, bum. You know, you could feel that very strongly. That's cool. I'm actually going to read what she said about it too. This track was originally called Computers Have Feelings Too. That's interesting. And I kind of regret changing the name, she says. It was written and performed on a MIDI keyboard, but sounds pretty authentically like a harp. Absolutely. Do you know what? I was there going, I couldn't tell if it was, I mean, my first thought is that's a harp, but I was like, is it a harp? You know, it was a little bit of like a, huh? And that's interesting, I guess, because it wasn't a harp, but it did sound authentically like a harp. And so I wanted to continue that commentary on whether or not electronic music can emote like acoustic ones. And I obviously believe they can. Of course they can. I suppose this was made in 2016 as well. So like, I feel like that discussion was being had in like 2010s upwards. And 2000s, to be fair, up to like 2016, 17, or whatever, where it was like, oh, you know, synths is never going to feel like real music, which is such bullshit. It's just not even true. I felt so much listening to this album, so much. So there you go. There's your proof. She says to take it one step further, it can also be commentary on the role of technology in our lives in general and how it is becoming an organic part of the human experience and not some external force that we can choose not to interact with. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, it is. It really is. Technology is all around us. It's an extension of us, should I say. Yeah, crazy. And how fast it has developed over just such little amount of years is so intense, and how we've got accustomed to it so easily. But, you know, even if it wasn't technology, it is anything that is like an aid for us to do things easier, you know. Say if it wasn't technology and it was an animal that suddenly was able to make phone calls happen, you know, you pick up your little guinea pig. This is ridiculous. You pick up your guinea pig, you press its belly, beep, 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 and you can ring your mum. Do you know what I mean? Technology, it doesn't have to be technology. It's whatever makes life easier. Technology is just such a huge thing. Like, we all have mobile phones or computers or headphones or cars and whatever like that. it's all things to make our lives easier. And that really is it. And obviously you get the add-ons such as like entertainment, of course, but that isn't the main part, I wouldn't say. Because, you know, before that we were watching plays, reading books, playing outside and doing physical activities that don't require any technology. But making life easier has always been something humans want, I believe anyway, because life is hard. But anyway, enough of this. Let's move on. We've got 43. That is so powerful. Oh my god.
Do you acknowledge what I'm saying?
Wow. I do. She sounds so much like Florence, it's crazy. Whoa. Doop-a-doo. Ooh, that sound. Oh, trippy. Anytime you get a little bit of delay going on, it just gets psychedelic. That sound is so interesting. Wow. Oh my god, what a good closer. Ooh. The way she says it, she barely says it. She says, well, I love him more, but she doesn't pronounce it. Wow! That's so cool. Yeah. This journey to end. I feel like so relaxed now. It is like spiritual. Oh, I swear to God, every time I finish an album, Perfume Genius comes on. But no, God, like that whole experience like of the album feels really spiritual in a lot of ways. Of course, we had some politics, and I feel like she's a very spiritual being for sure. I just do. I feel like she's a very smart woman too. She obviously reads a lot by the sounds of it. Yeah, and a very emotive person. Wow, she's just got a lot to her that I really admire, including her music and her vocals. Oh my Lord. Like, what? Where have I just been for the last nearly 2 hours? You know what I mean? Like, where have I just been? I've been underwater. I've been in the sky. I've been within myself. I've been in the darkness. I've been in the light. I've been in a party. I've been swallowed by alien UFOs. Like, wow, it just has so much to offer, and it delivered like completely, and I'm sold. I'm sold. That is crazy. I love that one so much. The way she did everything. There was this one moment when the kick was coming through. Dum, dum. And I could see like a white picket fence. Well, not picket, just a white fence, more like a block. Like not a fence without gaps, you know what I mean? Like a solid fence. And I could see like the lining, you know, where the fences meet and you get like the little pillar bits. I could see it like opening up as a black like black hole, I'd have to say. Like, which was the kick drum would like go through like this, like whoom, whoom, through the fence, which is so weird. I know. But, you know, what's even crazier is like, since talking about the synesthesia, and I talked about it because as the album was going on, it was getting more and more vivid as I got more into the hypnotic trance of the album. And then once I spoke about the synesthesia too, it opened it up even more. It really took me to a place of seeing a lot. I'm excited to go back to the start and see what I see, but I don't know if I will see a lot. I think it just happened throughout the journey. And yeah, I do apologise if like it's not what you wanted from the reaction, me talking about all these colours and imagery. I know it's almost like, I don't know, I know some of you say it's really interesting, but I get worried that it's like describing a dream to someone where it's not that interesting, but whatever. It's just my insecurities speaking out loud. But yeah, I did want to just talk about it because it was really what was happening for me, you know, as well as just adoring all of the topics and just the feeling in general and just the sound of it was fantastic, okay? And let me do my little quick wrap up. We Were Alive, beautiful intro. I love that she said it's not something that she would usually do. Very vocally freeing for her. Future Politics came in very, very like hard. Like it threw you in the deep end very quickly, but the deep end was really fun and a great place to be. Utopia, of course, and the message very strong. I'm a monster. I'm a monster. Yeah, I loved that one as well, didn't I? I think I did. Yes, I think I did. I'll have to listen again to remember it, but I think I really like that one. I think I really like that one, actually. Okay, I love you more than you love yourself. Very, very just important. Oh, yeah, and I Am a Monster had that feeling a little bit too about the depression, yeah. Angel in Your Eye was like a favourite quite quickly. I just loved how like it was a different colour from the others. It was interesting. Freepower, I can't remember, but did I love Freepower? Do you know, it's gone into a bit of a blur now I've listened to it all. Okay, yeah, Freepower was good. I like that one. Gaia, beautiful, about the earth. Beyond Immortal, fantastic. Deep thought, interesting, and little clever input there, actually. Little bit of like a, did you like that? Yeah, well, it was all made electronically, so there. And then 43 as a closer was fantastic. Fantastic. So like dark but textured, like had a lot to it, like trance like again, just the whole album fantastic. Thank you so much again, John, for requesting this, and thank you to everyone who is watching. Who else is watching? If you are watching on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, all those things. And yes, thank you. I shall see you next time. Bye.